For more than 2 years, Ukraine's troops have been fighting valiantly against the Kremlin's invaders. And Ukraine's people have refused to be cowed by Russian attacks on civilians in cities and villages far from the front line. Ukrainian people will not let Putin prevail, and neither will we. As President Biden has said, we will not walk away. The United States stands by Ukraine because it's the right thing to do and because America cares when freedom is at risk. We've just held another highly successful meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group. We've met 20 times now, and I'm more determined than ever. This contact group continues to be inspired by the spirit of Ukraine. For more than 2 years, Ukraine's troops have been fighting valiantly against the Kremlin's invaders. And Ukraine's people have refused to be cowed by Russian attacks on civilians in cities and villages far from the front line. And the Ukrainian people will not let Putin prevail, and neither will we. As President Biden has said, we will not walk away. Now, Putin hoped to isolate Ukraine. Instead, he left himself alone with Iran and North Korea. And that's a far cry from the some 50 nations of goodwill from all around the world who gathered again today. Our allies and partners are here because they understand the stakes. And Ukraine's friends continue to come up with innovative solutions to make key new commitments to provide Ukraine with urgently needed capabilities, especially air defense and armor and artillery ammunition. And we're proud to stand with them. That's why we recently announced more U.S. security assistance for Ukraine valued at up to $300 million. And our allies and partners continue to step up. And the United States must also. Over nearly 2 years, this contact group has generated more than $88 billion in security assistance commitments for Ukraine. And that includes 15 U.S. allies who are committing more to Ukraine than us as a share of their GDP. Now, we continue to focus on 2 tracks. First, we're working together to provide near-term support for Ukraine's troops. And second, we're hard at work with Ukraine's leaders to plan its long-term defense and deterrence. This long-term support is rooted in the capability coalitions, and they are now up and running. Capability coalitions bring together countries to focus on Ukraine's most critical immediate and long-term needs. Our aim is to help Ukraine build a combat-credible force for the long haul. The capability coalitions will let Ukraine's friends coordinate our support for years to come. And they create a coherent, nimble, and sustained approach to Ukraine's long-term security. So this morning, I convened the first meeting of the Capability Coalition Leadership Group. That meeting infused even more unity of effort and purpose across these 8 coalitions. More than a dozen allies leading one or more of the capability coalitions gathered to discuss our progress and coordinate the way ahead for cross-cutting issues. The United States is grateful to Denmark, Estonia, France, Germany, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, and the United Kingdom. They have all stepped up to lead the capability coalitions and to commit resources and personnel to this critical task. And their leadership is a testament to the unity and resolve at Ramstein today. Now, the United States stands by Ukraine because it's the right thing to do and because America cares when freedom is at risk. But we also stand by Ukraine because it's crucial to our own security. The United States would face grave new perils in a world where aggression and autocracy are on the march, and where tyrants are emboldened, and where dictators think that they can wipe a democracy off the map. So when we invest in Ukraine's security, we invest in our own security, and we strengthen this contact group's shared vision of an open world of rules and rights and responsibilities. Today, Ukraine's survival is in danger, and America's security is at risk, and they don't have a day to waste, and we don't have a day to spare either. So I leave here today fully determined to keep U.S. security assistance and ammunition flowing, and that's a matter of survival and sovereignty for Ukraine, and it's a matter of honor and security for America. And make no mistake, Putin is watching, the world is watching, and history is watching.